Let's go crypto investing, and in this episode, we're going to talk about why XRP is a far superior coin and company to hold than using lending platforms that promise outrageous returns of 6, 8, 10% on your money to lend them their money, and why that is far more risky, like we've been talking about here, and why you should just hold XRP for the long term and not try to go after the quick dollar on promises that are asinine, obscured, absurd, and borderline criminal for what they promise and what they actually what actually happens, because there's an underlying risk that nobody knows about when you lend your money to these companies and they're making risky loans. You're the one that's going to be left holding a bag, and you can go down 100% in bankruptcy essentially overnight. Yes, coins can collapse, but they can also come back. These companies, when you lend out your money to like Celsius, Three Arrows Capital, which has now filed Chapter 15 bankruptcy. So if you were an unsecured creditor, meaning you had a bunch of capital and you lend it to them for interest, it's gone, right? It goes goodbye bye, and these companies can open up something else in a new LLC and start all over again, and your money's gone, right? XRP, though, on the other hand, the coin can go down, the coin can go up. And if you buy it and the coin goes way, way, way down, like it is now, you can just hold it and accumulate more and wait for a rally, right? And that's why it's a far superior way to hedge that you can make a big return versus using these lending platforms. These lending platforms are mostly scams, and they're all being shown with their pants down in a bear market. XRP has went through 3 bear markets, and they're still here. These companies couldn't handle one massive bear market, right? Crypto hedge funds, Three Arrows files for Chapter 15 bankruptcy. South Korean bankruptcy court warns of coming surge in crypto-related cases, right? And this is just, there's going to be a lot more of these big name companies. Celsius is going to be the next shoe to drop, as they're going to have to file bankruptcy, as they're getting cease and desist orders already. And if you're one of the people like Three Arrows that had their money locked up 3-4 weeks ago, it's going to be gone, and it is gone, and you need to be making preparations for that money not being there. If you're lucky, you'll get 1 cent to the dollar, right? Crypto hedge funds, Three Arrow Capital, is seeking protection from creditors in the United States under Chapter 15 of the U.S. Bankruptcy Code, which allows foreign debtors to shed U.S. assets, according to a court filing. Singapore-based Three Arrows is one of the biggest casualties of the latest so-called crypto winter. Old Vincenzo's been calling it this for quite some time, since before any of these people even recognized we were in a bear market. And Old Vincenzo went over why this is a problem and why you shouldn't be in these lending platforms for months and months and months and months now. And now we're going into why you should just hold XRP over any and all of these, right? And you can see 3A's co-founder Zhu Shu and Kyle Davis is one of the most prominent crypto hedge funds, well, not anymore, which focus on investment in digital assets like cryptocurrencies around, and is known for its highly leveraged bets, right? And those highly leveraged bets got called, and it's over, right? And that's why you need to be very careful and not use these lending platforms. Or if you do, you have to understand that literally one day you can just lose all your money and it goes bye-bye. And that's exactly what happened there, due to a massive crypto bear market. As you can see, Bitcoin's starting to rally now. And if we get over this last line of defense right here and start to pump up, we can make another run at that 19,893. And that's what I'd be looking at there. But as we go on the XRP and Ripple, or XRP, the token, Ripple, the blockchain, right? We can see it's trying to pump. And if it can start pumping, it can get back up into this range, right? You can get up into here and then try to come up into here, right? Could try to do something like that, but you need to really get above this 200-day moving average that's descending right there. You need to get on top of these moving averages. And if you want to remain ultimately bullish, you got to get up over 37 cents and hold that. But I believe if you get any kind of pump, you're just going to get shot right back down up there. The market's too bearish. And I think your next big move is coming down here to finally fulfill that targeted move. But in the short term, you could have some short-term volatility, right? Where it just bounces around in this range. And that's what I'm looking at right now. And if we scroll out here and look at anything else that's interesting, Ripple launches $197,000 CBDC. I believe we went over that yesterday. Ripple price analysis, Bitcoin and Ethereum trend lower, best performing altcoins, right? Zero bullish catalyst in crypto. But let's see if we have any breaking XRP news across the Google sphere. And we do. Biden officials reveal crypto plan amid $2 trillion Terra Luna-led Bitcoin Ethereum BNB collapse. I'm assuming that says. XRP price prediction. Crypto firm Ripple will explore IPO after SEC lawsuit ends. That could be big time news right there. That's breaking news. Crypto firm Ripple will explore IPO after SEC lawsuit ends. Ripple will expand the possibility of IPO initial public offering once the lawsuit is settled. Uh, Ripple will explore the possibility. U.S. Security and Exchange Commission, when that ends, the company uses XRP, the world's sixth largest cryptocurrency, to facilitate cross-border payments. Effective fiat is converted to XRP, which lowers the cost and increases the speed of the transaction. XRP is then converted back to fiat. And this is another reason why these lending platforms, you stay away. And if you're going to try to get big returns, just invest in XRP because you don't have that another counterparty risk of the lending platform making bad loans and in exchange costing you all their money when they file bankruptcy like they did and like old Vincenzo was warning about. Just stack an XRP if you are an XRP guy or girl. Stack XRP, stay away from these get rich quick schemes of offering you outrageous interest rates when it's not possible. The lawsuit the lawsuit has been going on for nearly 15 months. Ripple expects it to end this year, right? And this is another reason as XRP becomes more and more adopted, if it continues to be more and more utilized as a utility and adopted, and you start getting more and more things like of this, it adds more and more to the long-term future and stability of the coin as it expands into business, more and more money transferring systems and more players hop on board. Even if your coin's down for a year or two, you can keep buying, right? And you can keep averaging in and keep stacking and stacking and stacking, waiting for the next bull run, waiting for the next shoe to drop, and have your money appreciate immensely versus using these lending platforms. The first sign of trouble, they start to go belly up because they're shown to be the frauds that they are and the risky things they were doing to try to generate these returns for their customers and nothing more than a modern day Ponzi scheme. When XRP is not a Ponzi scheme, it could be a lot of things. It might not work. It might work. A lot of people seem to think it would work. But what we know right now is it's not a Ponzi scheme. They're not taking new money in to pay out old money, right? They're not offering you 15, 20% interest a year to hold their coin when they're not generating a profit because they're being straightforward and honest on what they're trying to do, what they are, and how they are valuable here and in the future when these lending platforms were just a bunch of salesmen out there, right? And anybody that was paying attention could have seen it coming. I think we want to get certainty and clarity in the United States with the U.S. SEC. I'm hoping this is coming from Ripple. I'm hopeful that the SEC will not slow the process down any more than they already have. Garlinghouse told CNBC during the World Economic Forum in Davos, we certainly a point scale where that is a possibility, and it looks like once we're past this lawsuit with the SEC, Garlinghouse committed Comments come amid cryptocurrency price crash that has wiped out billions of dollars in value, but this coin's still there. The lending platforms are gone, right? And that's a major problem. If you were somebody that instead of stacking XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum, but in this case XRP, that's had a lot of news recently, the coin's gone down, but the coin didn't go down 100% in one day on the first sign of a collapse, right? XRP is still there. XRP is not going anywhere, and they're going to continue to try to grow and try to expand into adoption to banks, businesses, creditors, debitors, credit cards, you name it. They're trying to get into it, right, to make peer-to-peer transfers of money, something that can actually happen. And if don't, this the whole point of this video is the dangers of using lending platforms to try to gain uh, unsustainable interest payment versus just holding XRP over the long term, right? And you can see they have a lot of things that are going to be going on. And if we zoom out here and go back into the XRP chart, you can see, go to the lifespan of the coin, you can see what's happened. XRP went through a huge bear market right here, right? All the way up here with the crypto, and then it crashed all the way down, but XRP is still here, and then it had a nice relief rally that old Vincenzo said I was going to break down. And even if it does this for a year or two or three, it's not at zero. You can keep stacking down here, and then the price can eventually one day go up versus these lending platforms that at the first sign of trouble, they're bad investments and bad gambling get halted right up to the forefront, and then they go bankrupt, right? And you lose all your money versus the guy that is invested in XRP since the beginning. They might be down, but they haven't lost all their money because 5 years from now, XRP will more than likely still be here and more than likely be a lot more than it is today. And you can reap the rewards of patient holding, patient stacking, patient holding versus trying to get that quick dollar, trying to make that quick gain, trying to getting sold a bill of goods and then having it fall flat on your face like it has over the last month in all these lending platforms. The carnage is not done there. If you're in a lending platform and they haven't halted withdrawals yet, I suggest you get your fucking money out of there before it trickles in to the lending platform that you're in, and all your fucking money goes away when you're thinking you're going to get 6, 8, 10% with very little to no risk because you haven't read the fine print and you don't really understand what actually it is when you lend money to these companies and you become a creditor to a company, right? Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.